Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me style video. Let's just jump right into it. We're going to chat. I know that there have been a lot of chatty get ready with me's on this channel lately, and I'm going to explain that all right now. So as of late, as you guys know, I've been talking about this for a really long time. The remodel has started. And at first I was really nervous because I was like, I'm not gonna have any time to film and he's gonna be here all the time. That has actually not been the case. So he works from about 7:30 to 3 to 4-ish every day. And then from 4 until the next morning, he is gone. So I've totally had time to film. And so in about 10 days from now, today is July 1st when I'm filming this. In 10 days, I will be leaving for a week and a half to LA. I'm doing a photo shoot there. I'm going to LA with Hourglass as well, and I'm going to be doing my first ever meet and greet. If you guys have not seen yet, I posted it on my YouTube community tab, but also on Twitter and on Instagram, and I'm going to be talking about it more. If you guys are going to BeautyCon LA on the 14th, which is Saturday, I'm going to be there. And I'm also going to be doing a meet and greet, which is my first ever meet and greet with Hourglass. And I cannot believe, of all the brands I could be there with, that I'm going to be there with Hourglass. It is unbelievable to me. Honestly, of all the brands, like, what a cool brand. I could not thank them anymore. It's just unbelievable to me. Today, real quick, before I get into the rest of this video, this is actually my friend Gabby's eyeshadow palette, and she launched this, I think, last month or the month before, and this was actually in last month's BoxyCharm, which I think is so cool. So this was part of June's BoxyCharm. Gabby works for BoxyCharm, and she came out with her own brand, and it is Alamar Cosmetics, and I used this yesterday for an Instagram video, and I want to use it again today because it was really beautiful. It applied really well, and I just want to give it another go, especially here on YouTube. So congratulations, Gabby. What a cool thing. This palette is so beautiful and the colors are so beautiful. And when I got the PR package of this, it was sent over with Cuban cafecito, and it was so delicious. Zach and I drank all of it. It was incredible. As soon as we get our kitchen back up and running, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, we 100% will be buying a larger one of those because the coffee is just so delicious. And so thanks, Gabby, for everything. But I'm going to be using this palette today, so I'm going to not really be talking much about it, but you guys can see the look I create with it. So for the last week, 1 week ago is when our contractor started. I'm starting with Coco Taxi, by the way. In that week, he's gotten so much done. It is absolutely amazing. I could not be more happy. And I am so pleased with the amount of work that he's done so far. He's been a really stand-up guy. I really thought that, you never know going into something like this how things are going to go. But it's been such a positive experience so far. By the way, my face is all red over here because I've had cluster headache after cluster headache this last week. The kitchen's getting done. Everything's going really well. It's all great, right? But I'm going through this really strange moment where I have a lot to do in the upcoming 2 weeks because I know I'm going to LA, so I have to pre-film for the week and a half, almost 2 weeks that I'm gone. So that's 6 videos that I need to pre-film, including the ones that I need to film in the next week and a half. So I know, wow, bitch, you have so much work to get done. I've got all this work going on in my house and everything's fine. He's been leaving in time on the days too. It's not like I don't have the time to film. In fact, I do have the time. I know how much work I have to do, and this has been a problem I've dealt with my entire life. I know how much work I have to do. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit if I can. I can see my schedule. I can see sponsored opportunities that I have coming up, some commitments that I have that I can't get out of, travel times. I can see that I have to pack. I need to film. I need to get stuff done because I'm picking out wood floors and I'm picking out countertops and we're picking out all of our appliances and I only have a certain amount of time to buy everything. And so I'm on this really tight deadline knowing I have to film, I have to do all this stuff. And it's sending me into, I don't want to use the word lazy because what I am being is not lazy. And I'm not depressed necessarily whatsoever. I find myself lacking any motivation because I know how much work I have to get done and it's overwhelming me. So instead of doing more work, I'm doing nothing. And it's the weirdest thing, but I've been this way my entire life. When I know there's so much going on and how much work I have to do, I shut down and I hate it because it's not what I need to be doing. By the way, I'm going to go in with Tropico. What I need to be doing is working harder, and I need to be putting more time and effort in so that I can get the feeling of overwhelmingness away from me. I know that this is such a non-problem to a lot of people, and it's not a problem to me either necessarily, but to say I am going through a really big rut right now. And with YouTube comes ebbs and flows, and some days I feel so motivated and I feel like I can get a million things done. I can film like 5 videos. I can get ahead and make myself have less stress because of all the things that I am accomplishing. But other times, like right now, I know how much work I have to do. I have so many things to do. I have to choose so many things, and so many people are relying on me. And whether that be with travel, with work opportunities, with YouTube, with house remodel. And so instead of rising to the challenge, I fall back and I retreat. And I hate it because it's really eating at me right now. I have so much to do and I'm not doing it. And I hate that because I'm self-sabotaging in a way, and I really don't know why I do it. My husband's actually been away for the last 2 days on a little like family get-together with his family, like a guy's weekend, and I've been a piece of actual shit the entire time he's been gone. So this isn't like a bitching video. I'm trying not to make it that way at all. It's just to be like, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me or why I do this like self-sabotage. Like, cause it annoys me more than anybody. Why do I do it? But it's like when I have too much to do, instead of doing it, I do the exact opposite. This brush is not made for this. This brush is fucking garbage for that. It's not made for that. Anyway, this isn't me trying to make excuses. I think this is me just trying to be accountable. And I'm going to tell you guys because I don't know. I don't have anybody else to talk to about why I feel so unmotivated to do what I know will help me. So, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just going through a rough patch. I'm not depressed at all. Like, I feel happy. I just feel really overwhelmed. And I guess everybody goes through those moments where they feel overwhelmed. I didn't think I would feel this way though, because this has been something I've been waiting on for so long. I'm talking about the remodel when I talk about that. But now I wonder, is that why I feel overwhelmed? Because I've wanted to do this for so long that now I feel like it's actually happening, and it's all just so much. It's not even displacing me out of my home that much. I mean, we don't have a kitchen, so we have no way to cook here because my family's been gone as well. Like all my family members that I could eat dinner at their house or anything. Like my dad's been gone on a little trip this last weekend, and my car broke down at the same time. My husband was actually gone too this weekend. So basically, we've always used the other car, and granted, it's always been shitty, but it's always been fine. Like, it always runs, and it always gets me from A to B. And so I told Zach, he's like, I don't want you driving that. And I'm like, it's fine. I'll be fine. Just go and have a good time, and I'll drive that little car, and then just don't even worry about it. Well, I couldn't get it started because it's been sitting for so long undriven that it wouldn't start. And so I had somebody jump me, and the car started, and I drove to the bank, and everything was fine. And then when I went out of the bank, the car wouldn't start. And so I had to have the bank lady jump me after sitting there for 18 years. By the way, I'm taking La Costa. I haven't tried this one yet. It's pretty. All of this stuff that happened over the last few days has made me feel so unmotivated. This is the Lash High Maintenance from Icon. And the answer is yes. Sometimes I cut my eyelashes with my teeth if I can't find a damn pair of scissors. Anyway, I'm not trying to be a little bitch about everything. I wasn't. I have nothing. I need to just relax a little bit, but I'm such a stress case. So the second we land, we're going to Disney, which I'm really excited about because I've never been, and I want to just break the ice. I have this idea of what Disney my first time needs to be like, and I'm 30 years old. I need to just go. I keep wanting to wait for all these stars to align and for everything perfect to happen. And because I've never been, I'm like making it into this big thing in my mind. I'm like, I need Disney to be this magical experience. And if it's not perfect, if Avery's not there, if Katie's not there, which is my sister, I can't go. I create this whole thing in my mind because I need that experience to be exactly what I've imagined it to be for 30 years. And I think I've hyped myself so much about this damn trip to Disney that now I don't even want to go. And that's so stupid because it's apparently the happiest place on earth. I'm just off. I just got to admit, like sometimes I'm just like the most happy-go-lucky person. Everything's right in the world. And I feel that way most of the time. But these last few days, and maybe it's because I watched 13 Reasons Why, and that show is so freaking heavy. But I definitely just feel, I don't know, a little off. And I hope you guys understand that it's just, I don't handle stress very well. When I'm there, I'm going to be just fine. It's the leading up to everything that makes me, it drives me nuts because I overthink everything. And every time I've overthunk everything. So like the dress code to that event, like last month when I was talking to you guys about that, I'm like, well, Zach can't go because he doesn't have an outfit. And this dress code is giving me anxiety and I'm shopping and shopping and shopping for it and I can't find anything. It didn't even matter. Like I hyped myself so much up because of that damn dress code that they didn't even care. But that's the problem is in my mind, I overanalyze every situation. So like with this meetup, I'm like, nobody's gonna come. And with the meetings, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Or I'm gonna say something wrong at the last minute, which is like my biggest fault. I do such a good job and I'm so calm, cool, collected, and then I say something wrong. That's been a fault of mine forever. I'm just gonna use a random example of, say that I was on a date with a guy that I didn't know. We could be like having the best time and we would connect on the deepest level, let's say. And everything would be going fantastic. And then at the very end of the night, as we were kissing each other goodbye, I would make an inappropriate joke and then he would never want to talk to me again. I don't know how to read a situation, or I read it too well and think, this person is perfectly comfortable with me and what I'm about to say. And then I say what I'm going to say, and I realize that our relationship wasn't on the same page necessarily. Because like, I'll assess the situation in my mind and be like, this person's cool. They'll get where I'm coming from. A lot of the times they don't. Sometimes I just don't know the right thing to say or when to say it. And I fuck shit up all the time. And that is one of my biggest things. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to meet these brands. I'm going to meet people I've never met. And I'm going to meet a bunch of subscribers. And in this moment is when they're going to decide who I am as a person. This first impression bullshit, which I don't make a very good one. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I make the best first impression. Sometimes I don't. I'm going to use my Hourglass Lume Sheer Trio for this because I don't have time. I got to go to the floor store and they close in like 2.5 hours. So I want to make it there in time. I overthink everything. I remember, okay, I have a video on my YouTube channel from literally years ago. It was before my first ever YouTube event. I was going to go to Generation Beauty and I wanted to fly down and I really wanted to go. And I overthought that so heavily that I wasn't going to go. Because I was like, okay, I'm going to be alone. Nobody's going to like me. It's going to be awkward. I don't know what to do. It was fine. It was just fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine. The problem is nothing is ever as bad as I make it out to be. I don't know why I worry so much. I get in my own head and I think about like, what do these brands think and what do these companies think? And I think I need to just relax because at the end of the day, I just need to be me. And whoever I am is who I am. And if they don't like that, wow, that looks terrible. If they don't like that, well, then they don't like me. I feel like I let you guys down because of that whole car situation the other day, I wasn't able to upload my Friday video. And I don't like missing uploads, but at the same time, like shit happens. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. I used this in that collab video I did with Samantha. And I bought it immediately when I got home because it is so beautiful. You guys are going to be like, what? It is like the glossiest. Oh, I'm going to literally look like grease ball after I do this, but it's so beautiful, you guys. This camera does not do it justice. It is so stunning. I've used this a few times off camera now, and it's honestly... You guys, I have no idea when my microphone cut out. It could have been 15 minutes ago. It could have been 5 minutes ago. It could have been 30 seconds ago. I am so frustrated right now. When did this cut out? When? I'm taking those same colors and I'm just kind of running them under my eye. I'm not kind of running them under my eye. I am running them under my eye. These Rode mics, I'm going to give you a mini review. This is the Rode Video Mic Pro, and while I think the sound quality is absolutely beautiful, it gives you no indication that the battery is dying or when it has died. It doesn't beep at you. It doesn't have a flashing light. It doesn't have any of that. All it does is it just stops working. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick. Sam said that it's a really beautiful lipstick, and I would have to agree, it's a really pretty nude. Very soft, but it's very nude. So I do take a little bit of Wet n Wild Mocha-licious. Well, I thank you guys for watching. I'm so sorry this video was so negative. I am just in a headspace right now of I don't know what to do. I'm just so overwhelmed, and it's not your guys' concern, but I always want to be open and honest with you because as much as this channel is about makeup, it is also about me. And I think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that my house is so displaced right now with this remodel, and I have a lot coming up. So I'm going to do my best to get as many videos up as I can, get lots of stuff pre-filmed. And I know you guys are going to be like, just relax a little bit, and I hear you. I'm going to, but I'm also going to not just let my lack of motivation be there. I'm going to try to fight past it because I don't want to just be like, oh, cut it easy on yourself, you know, be gentle with yourself, because at the same time I will fall into that. So if I'm like, I'm not going to film, I will fall hard into that not filming. So my head's been really bad this week too, and when I take a lot of medication for my cluster headaches, I get very moody, sort of get depressed. Like, it takes a lot out of me because it's a serotonin receptor or something or other. It does something to my serotonin, so it screws with my brain. Basically, it makes me kind of depressed. So, and I haven't seen my husband in a few days. I'm just ready to give him a hug and just relax. So I'm sorry, you guys. I love you very much. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this. I guess I will. This is a shit show of a video, and I'm sorry. Okay. I'll see you at my next video. Bye. Ain't got no tears left to cry. Oh, this is recording. You know how many times I do that? I straightened my hair today, which is something I never do. But today, she can't be bothered. Perfect. I take full blame for everything. Fluffy. I don't know how I feel about him, but I also don't care because I'm just going to look at carpet. No, not carpet. Literal piece of shit. I'm trying to fix my damn microphone. When did it shut out? I don't know when it cut out, but I'm literally so angry right now. I finally decide to film, and then my camera decides to fucking shit all over my face.